Jackie Chan is now an Oscar winner, which I think is chantastic, as Tom Hanks said at the Governor's Ball, which is kind of the side thing to the Oscars, the non-televised thing. And did this come out last year? No, that was this year. It's that soon. It's that far away from the Oscars. Like this giving away the honorary, like these honorary type Oscars things. Oscars are in February, but this happened in November. Jackie Chan received an honorary statue, and he recalled his being at Sylvester Stallone's house, and he saw his Oscar in there, and I think he won for Rocky, and he saw it, picked it up, kind of like fell in love with it, kissed it, and said to himself, I really want one of these. And then his dad was kind of messing around with him one day, kind of like, why haven't you won an Oscar? And in his speech, Jackie Chan says, I just look at my dad and say, ha ha ha. But Dad, I only make comedy action movies, is what he said before, and I think that's a problem. Okay, Jackie Chan, with his Drunken Master stuff, would have won an Oscar before this if Stunts, Best Achievement in Stunts, was an Oscar category. Okay? How many films...
That's so big now.
How many films... And you know what? It's been happening since Buster Keaton, since Charlie Chaplin, when films were propped up on stunts. That was their whole shtick. If those stuntmen, oftentimes actors too, didn't do these dangerous feats, then the movies, the scenes, but the whole movies themselves wouldn't even
and
happen.
The coordinators, the people that
oh sure, and you know what? A lot of the coordinators,
the
I think that's who the Oscar would go to. Is the stunt coordinator, who oftentimes, I mean, if you find a stunt coordinator who wasn't a stunt person before,
that's something.
I mean, they'll pay their dues. They earn an Oscar by putting these stunts together. But anyway,
is it really not at all? Like, is it just not one of the televised ones?
If it isn't, it should be. It should be.
Yeah, it should be one of the big. Like, I care more about that than I do about something else.
And a lot of people. Well, think about special effects. Like, the Academy. You know, they got to a point where it's like, this is too important to not give an award to in front of millions of people. So movies got to the point where they're sort of relying on special effects, which is fine. We can get into a whole discussion, CGI versus live action stunts, but it was such an important thing in the film making process that they're like, okay, we better give gold away to these people that are accomplishing this. Stunts have been around, like I said, early 1900s. I mean, like way before CGI, way before computers. You know, people were doing these amazing things and not getting recognized for it. Look at that stunt. That's what I'm talking about. Like, you know.
Stuntman Cheshire.
Yeah, so basically I think that stunts absolutely need to be an Oscar category, Best Achievement in Stunts. And then, you know what? I think Mad Max, the latest Mad Max film, won Best Special Effects this past year. And that film was kind of famously like one of the few that does strictly live action shit. You know what I mean? Like those stuntmen, I don't know if you've seen the behind the scenes, but they're like flying from car to car. Like, how are those guys not getting recognized for that stuff?
Yeah, that's huge. And I have a feeling there's got to be an award for it, that, you know, they have like those...
That doesn't come when you're 62 years old, like Jackie Chan, you know?
Yeah, that's a shame. That really is. And I get what he's saying. Like, comedies don't really get appreciated enough either. Although there have been some comedies that have won Best Picture or Best Actor before. Not recently. Sure. Not anytime recently.
Not like straight comedies, but yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, for sure. I think that needs to... What else do you think needs...
I don't know. I can just think of so many moments, like when Jason Bourne, his stunt
we were just
jumps
watching
through that
Captain
window
America.
from balcony to balcony in Bourne Ultimatum, like that, and he goes through the window and stuff.
We were just watching Captain America, and that's when I think you first brought this up. We were watching Captain America Civil War, and there's the scene where they're all fighting on that like freeway where they're chasing after each other. And it's like, I know a lot of that's CGI and everything, but still there's some stuntman stuff going on there. And it's like, why? That scene was so perfectly choreographed in all of these Marvel movies and Jackie Chan movies, and like...
It takes it to the...
We like glorify action movies so much. Why are we not giving awards?
They take it to the next level. those films. They make it possible. These performers, and I can relate to this. When we were shooting Blue Card, we had a fight scene, and I don't know if you can put the clip up or at least a link to this, the behind the scenes part where I'm supposed to go through this coffee table in a fight scene. Obviously, not super comfortable with that. It was freezing that day, and we had a legit coffee table. We only had like $700 to make this whole thing, so we had a stunt man who did it, and you could see how nervous I was as the actor. So that wouldn't have happened without a stunt person.
Oh yeah.
You think this shit doesn't happen in $300 million budget things where Amy Adams is standing on in a green screen and on top of this like giant tower, and I don't even know, like I'm making this shit up, but it probably happened in Superman. And she's like, no, I can't do this. Like, and first of all, her agents are like, no, she can't do that. It's
like
not in the clause.
Dark Knight Rises, Anne Hathaway had like all of those motorcycle scenes. It was her stunt double doing those. Like,
yeah,
the one that broke the IMAX camera.
But you know what? Hey, that's gonna happen. And these people are above the line performers, and I think they deserve recognition in an Oscar category.
Absolutely. What do you think? Do you like cats?
I like cats. You like movies?
He loves movies. He'll sit and watch movies when we watch movies. He'll just sit and...
Oh my gosh.
He loves like the moving images.
Well, then
stuff.
give some input. I mean,
yeah,
you're sitting
on,
here.
Cheshire.
What are you doing? Stunts or no stunts for Oscars? It's that easy. Stunts. Stunts. Yep.